We're looking at the Louis Vuitton of rifle cases in this episode of Airsoftology Reviews. So if you guys are into high-end rifles, even airsoft, you'll know exactly who Salient Arms is. I mean, they make some of the most premium rifles, totally tricked out, on the market today. Well, it's only logical that at some point, they're gonna come out with a Salient rifle bag. That's right, and I have it right here in my hands, and we're gonna see what makes this pricey, yet feature-packed rifle case tick. So when Salient went to go make a rifle case, they partnered up with Maltera, one of the probably better-known high-end bag companies out there, and they really pulled out every stop to make a neat, interesting, yet feature-packed rifle case. And of course, I'm gonna go through all the features on this case to show you guys why, and then I'm gonna hit the price at the end to see what you guys think. This is gonna be one of those feedback things. I want you guys to comment below if you think. But first, let's dive into what makes this rifle bag so unique. So externally, it's made primarily of 500 denier Cordura in that Salient gray color, which is their specific color. So they actually picked that color and had it dyed. This isn't like a wolf gray redo or a ranger gray or anything like that. This is definitely its own special color, which does set it apart. In addition to that, they wanted to keep it low profile, so they added some moly on here, but they didn't just use standard webbing. They actually used laser cut Terralon. That's actually the name of this material. Really tough. I mean, it's actually kind of a rubberized material, but very, very durable. It's actually here on this front panel in the center, as well as on the handle grip. So the areas you're really gonna be using this rifle bag over and over and over again, or attaching pouches that might have your ammunition or whatever in it, really gonna hold up over time. The padding itself is microcell padding, and it's all the way through, and it's actually pretty nice layer. It's actually all the way on every single edge, so your rifle's not gonna bump out this way, and a little doubly so here on the seam. What makes this rifle case really unique, though, is its ability to open all the way up. So when you unzip it and you set it on the ground, it lays completely flat, and that's something pretty unique. You're gonna go, well, that makes kind of sense, Jonathan. Every bag lays flat. Go ahead, I challenge you. Grab your rifle bag, flip it open, and let me see if it doesn't have a little bit of a seam there in the middle. By doing that, it now allows this rifle case to double as, let's say, a shooting mat or even an armorer's bench to work on while you're out on the field, so you can actually lay it flat, have no little lumps, keep everything nice and neat. Also on the inside, they do have a fleece style lining that works very well as hook, so you have hook and loop. You can stick anything to it, and they do include 4 clips on the inside, so you can actually attach your rifle, and you can move them around since they are that hook material. You can move them anywhere to position it. Also in the inside, they have 8 different pockets in here for your magazines or whatever you want to put in there, made of TerraFlex material. It's actually very different. It's hard to describe. It's stretchy, but not necessarily elastic. So it's not pouches like you're going to see that usually have an elastic component in them. They're going to stretch out and eventually give and lose their shape over time or show wear. The way this material is made, again, like I said, it's really difficult to explain. It's very tough, yet does have some give to it inherently the way it's woven. So you'll be able to insert and remove your magazines or whatever else you want to keep in here for years and not have that dreaded elastic break like you've seen with most elastic pouches. On the outside, you do have zipper pulls here, bright yellow paracord on it with a little bit of shrink wrap around it, very visible. And the reason is that if you're gonna have early morning shooting or you're in a pinch under stress, and you're trying to get this case open and get your rifle out, you can do it. It's very high visibility. So it's like one of the only high visibility things on this rifle. So it makes it very simple, just mentally when everything else breaks down, to grab that and unzip it. And good news is these are YKK zippers, which are the Georgia factory made ones. So you know that zipper is going to work every single time. Also, to round out all the features, of course, this wouldn't be a Salient product if it didn't have its logo somewhere on it. And this one is extremely subtle right here on the front. It's actually just lightly embossed, very subtle. So it gives a nod that you actually invested in the product, yet not so overt that screams, hey, this is a rifle bag. So with all those premium features, now comes the price point. It's in the high 200s, so right around that 280-ish mark. So this is definitely probably one of the most expensive rifle bags that's made of Cordura that you're gonna be able to pick up on the market today. Now it does have some very unique yet subtle features that went into this design. Like I said, they didn't just throw it all together, throw their logo on and go, well, we're gonna make this a $300 bag almost. They actually did put a lot of engineering in subtle ways that add a lot of functionality and durability. So guys, if you've invested in a high-end rifle, spent a lot of money, whether it's airsoft or real steel, definitely take a look at the Salient Arms rifle case if you've got the budget. And of course, I'll have a link for it in the description below, but I want to know something real quick before we go. What do you guys think of this? Do you think the price point's in there? Do you think, I mean, this is definitely the most expensive rifle case I have ever reviewed or even held my hands on outside of like a hard shell Pelican case. I wonder what your guys' thoughts are. Is there a lot of engineering in this, or do you think it's something different? I want to know in the comment section below. As always, thanks for tuning in. If you're not currently a subscriber, click on the logo on the bottom right or in the description and you'll always be in the know. Plus, if you like what you saw in this video and want to learn more, I've got a link down there as well. And if you haven't had your airsoft fixed just yet, click in the videos on the right or use the info button at the top of the screen for more. And as the saying goes, everyone has an opinion, and I do want to hear yours. So give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down on this video, comment, and share.